Good afternoon, I'm Caden Renee reporting from Northview Studio 14. We are here today interviewing individuals who have made a positive impact in our community. I'm here today with the athletic director from Northview, Mr. Irwin. Mr. Irwin has been the athletic director for the past 11 years and has been involved with the Sylvania Schools Athletic Foundation for 10 of those years. Mr. Irwin, can you tell us briefly about the foundation and your involvement?
So the foundation is made up of about 12 individuals that spend time outside of their day jobs trying to raise money for our facilities, athletic facilities in particular, that have been around since 1960, and they look like it, and so we even need a facelift on some of them. And as we try to find time to meet with private individuals to raise these funds, we do that sometimes as a group, and we do it sometimes as an individual.
So you just mentioned about the group effort. How have you personally helped the progress of the foundation?
Well, first and foremost, I think personally me going out and sitting down with whether they're businesses or alum that I know who have the ability to donate towards the project, which is a $7 million project when you look at the whole scope of the project. I've been able to help raise funds in excess of $150,000 so far over the last year towards the new football/soccer complex that we share, not just with ourselves and the community, but also Lourdes University.
I need to figure out. So I heard you just say about Northview, Lourdes, and the community all using the field. How do you juggle that with time management? It sounds like a scheduling nightmare.
You're exactly right. I wouldn't label it as a nightmare, but trying to get Northview's teams, Lourdes teams, and the community teams on the new turf facility requires a lot of tedious time. However, it's allowed me to develop relationships with Lourdes staff, whether it's the athletic director or the department, and then the coaches of those programs, getting to know them and getting them reeled in to try to help us continue to raise money for our efforts and to see this overall package or overall project finished before I leave this position, whenever that will be. That's an even bigger chore for sure.
That sounds awesome. I've heard a lot about the students being hyped up for the new facilities. I was just kind of wondering what's next in the process.
So again, going back to the Lourdes connection, Lourdes would love to play softball here on our campus. So in the whole grand scheme, the next phase would be including putting in a softball field, in addition to putting a track in, knocking down those old cement bleachers that you guys jump up and down and bust every home football game. They are in need of being replaced. Putting a locker room facility out back so that we don't have to send teams inside to change for football or soccer. And then just making some improvements to a scoreboard here and there, adding a batting cage. That's kind of what's next. And the order of finish really would depend on who we would find the money from and what they would want that money to go to first.
Mm-hmm. Thank you for coming out today. How you're taking time out of your busy schedule to sit with us and talk about the foundation and what's to come from the foundation. Appreciate it. Thanks for coming.
You bet.
All right, now I'll hand it over to Renee Blair with a story on community service.
Hi, this is Renee Blair here reporting from Sylvania, Ohio. We have recently in the area had a pretty big snowstorm. In Ohio, the weather changes pretty rapidly and we've had really low temperatures. So we've been looking for community service programs to interview people, and we found some kids, a group of kids that are shoveling their neighbors' driveways for free. So we're gonna talk to them about it. Okay. So I'm out here with Izzy, and she is part of the group that has been shoveling people's driveways, so we came out here to talk to her about it. So obviously it's been a few days since the really cold and snowy temperatures. What was it like the day that school was called off? Was that a pretty rough day for you?
So it's been pretty cold outside, but we all were prepared for it, and it was a lot easier with friends, and yeah.
So how many houses do you think you got done in that night? Could you give me an estimate?
Well, with all of our, my friends combined, I think we got almost the whole neighborhood done for the people who needed it done.
Sounds pretty good.